Insert Kalp.
हाँ,
Ready?
present आप मैंने presentation आणि presentator
चला दो. Perfect.
start
Start.
Arayveer.
Good morning, sir. We are here to present our LAMP assignment, and we have made, our roll numbers are 19 BC 205, 19 BC 211, and 19 BC 217. We have made a food ordering website named yummyfood.com. So I will start explaining the code one by one. So first is this header.php, which we have introduced the HTML and head tag, and we have used Bootstrap and included the jQuery script. Next is the container.php. Here we have made the navbar and a little bit of CSS of the navbar and new class as container. Next. So this is the top menu.php. If the user is logged in and with the correct credentials, then this page will be shown that welcome to our site, and the food list and the cart option will be shown. And this set function here used will be showing the count, the number of items present in the cart that will be shown using cart. And this is basically the footer, and this is again we have used Bootstrap here and added two scripts. This is basically the footer, and here we have closed the body tag and HTML tag. Next is the signup.php. Here we have included two files, database.php and customer.php. And we have established a new connection. This has been database here, like that. Next, I will and
Yes,
take
sir. Hello, sir. My name is Amir, and my roll number is 19BC 205. So, as mentioned by Arayveer, we have created the object of the database class. So, the database contains the database class. Here it is. So, in this file, we have created the username, host name, and password, and the database. We have basically included our database code. And what we are doing in this file is we are creating the public function. Get function which simply returns the connection, whether our connection is created or whether connection successfully created or not. For that we have used the object oriented approach of the creating my connection, database connection. And then we have created one more object of customer class. So what we are doing in customer class, we are passing the database object in that root as a parameter, and what included in customer.php file is we are basically what we are doing, we are using the customer table as a food. In this table, what we are doing, we are including all the user details. So like first we are creating the constructor in which we are initializing the connection in that particular file, so which is created in the database.php file. So this is login page. If what we are doing in this login function is if if user means email ID and password is already exist, then we are returning true, means the user already exists and the user has successfully logged into the website. Else we are returning zero because there is no such user exist, or maybe password was wrong and email ID is invalid, any reason for. And then this is sign up function, and in this function we are simply creating the user which was redirected from the sign up page. Sign up page is here. So in sign up page, what we are doing, we are taking the details from the user basically, like username, user mobile number, user email, user password, and means retype password and address. And we are validating that particular things using the validation, insert form validation, which we used over here. And if you what in form validation, what we did first, we check if the user with the entered email is exist or not. Because what we validated, if the user has entered the same email address with using which has user already exists. So what we are doing is changing to one, and we are displaying the message with the user already exists, and we are validating password. So what we are doing in this set, password must be of 8 characters, and password must contain at least one number, one uppercase character, and one lowercase character, and it must include one at the rate. And we are simply checking confirm password must match with the entered password. And we are then, if all details are validated, then we are sending this to the customer sign up function, and we are setting this to customer.php via this sign up function, and using that we are inserting these values to the our food table. So basically what our food table contains is user details. And this is next function is logged in function. And in logged in function, what we are doing, if session is already exist with the entered with the user ID, then we are returning one, else we are returning false, means zero. And this is what the function get address function is. So what we are doing over here is, so if the user already exists, then we are selecting the email address, phone number, and address from this table, and we are displaying those details with the user. And next comes the login page. In login page, in this page also we have created one object of the database class and also one customer class. And then we are checking the customer is already logged in or not. If customer is logged in, then we are directly redirecting to the index.php files. Else we taking the details again, and in this file we are taking the email address and password by the user. And if user has entered the correct email address and password, then we are directly moving to the index.php file. Otherwise, if user do not have account, then user can click on the sign up button so that he can create sign up the details. And then we are moving to the, and now I will ask Kalp to explain the other things.
Yeah, so this is our sign up and a login UI. So first I am enter here some details of sign up page.
To validate,
So I
check validation.
to check validation. If I was enter this already existence email, so I am enter so user already exist enter email ID. So this email is already exist. So I can enter two then sign up. So it's successfully sign up. Then I am login with that sign up email. So I am going to the home page of
Index
the
page.
index page. So Khan explain index.php some
So
starting
what we
course.
are doing in index.php file is we are created basically two tables in this file called food list and food order. What we are doing in food list table is we are simply adding the details of the food, like which ID is auto incremented function, and we are adding the name. We are simply adding the name of the dish, means which thali is aided by the admin, and we are taking the price of that item and we are describing the item, and we are adding the image, related image, so that user can understand which item this is, what this table contains. And then what food order table is containing is, in this file we are simply adding the name of the item which user want to order from the website, and we are taking the name and price, quantity, order date. This date is basically we are taking the current date as an, yeah, input, and then this is order ID, which is generated randomly using, and we are generating this randomly and adding to the table file. And then we are simply adding this table, creating table. And if we are checking that if the customer is logged in, then we are simply moving to the, we are, if customer is not logged in, then we are moving to the customer login.php file. Else we are continuing the file, we are including the header.php. And now explain the things.
Okay. So here I am going to the food item list. So here we are include the that food class constructor. So call the object of food class. So here we are call this. We are first establish this connection to here food class and यहाँ पे हमने आइटम लिस्ट फंक्शन कॉल किया. सो बेसिकली ये हमें आइटम की जो आईडी नेम प्राइस डिस्क्रिप्शन इमेज और जो स्टेटस है वो हमें रिटर्न कर देगा, मतलब कि जो वो रिटर्न करेगा. तो डिस्प्ले में वी आर जो रिजल्ट में हमने वो कॉल किया है. तो यहाँ पे हमने काउंट जीरो, फिलहाल जो जीरो काउंट होगा तो वो कोई भी काउंट नहीं है. इफ काउंट इक्वल टू जीरो तो वो सिंपली डिविज रो होगा,
Means number
मतलब
of
कि
item to be displayed on the one row.
हाँ इनटू द वन रो. तो फॉर ये पूरी की पूरी आइटम यहाँ पे डिस्प्ले होगी. जो यहाँ पे ये पूरा एक कंटेनर है वो डिस्प्ले हो रहा है. सो या ये फोटो देन ये उसका जो नेम है वो डिस्क्रिप्शन प्राइस क्वांटिटी एंड आइटम नेम एंड वो सब कुछ डिस्प्ले होगा. एंड एक रो में चार ही आइटम डिस्प्ले होगी. देन वी आर काउंट इक्वल टू जीरो, चार के बाद वो काउंट जीरो हो जाएगा. देन हियर वी आर एक्शन हमारे यहाँ पे कार्ट एंड ऐड है. तो यहाँ पे जैसे हम यहाँ पे ऐड क्लिक करेंगे ऐड टू कार्ट, सो हम ये कार्ट वाले पेज पे आ जाएंगे. सो कार्ट डॉट पी एच पी में यहाँ पे सबसे पहले यहाँ पे जब वो कॉल होगा ऐड वाला फंक्शन हम ऐड करेंगे तो चेक करेगा कि कार्ड एम्प्टी या नहीं है. यदि कोई आइटम मौजूद ही नहीं है तो फर्स्ट नंबर पे ऐड करेगा वो आइटम को. एंड कोई मौजूद है तो काउंट यहाँ पे काउंट करेगा कि कितनी आइटम मौजूद है. जो मौजूद होंगे वहाँ पे वो ऐड कर देगा कि एक आइटम मौजूद है पे तो फर्स्ट नंबर पे ऐड करेगा, टू नंबर पे है तो वो टू नंबर पे ऐड करेगा पूरे ये आइटम को. एंड देन यहाँ पे ये हमने आइटम को डिस्प्ले किया है जो कार्ट में यहाँ पे है. तो वो डिस्प्ले किया है कि ये जो, और यहाँ पे ये आमिर, तो आमिर के नाम से हम लॉग इन हुए तो वेलकम आमिर एंड आमिर कार्ड आ गया. एंड दिस इज डिस्प्ले. एंड देन यहाँ पे ये एक फंक्शन है कि डिलीट कि रिमूव, जो आइटम है उसे हम रिमूव करेंगे तो डिलीट होगा. देन यहाँ पे जो डिलीट फंक्शन है तो यहाँ पे डिलीट फंक्शन कॉल होगा तो वो आइटम को यहाँ से अनसेट कर देगा जो आइटम हमने यहाँ पे ऐड की है. सो आई कैन क्लिक ऑन द रिमूव. सो पूरा का पूरा कार्ट ही एम्प्टी हो गया. तो अब मुझे फूड लिस्ट में जाना पड़ेगा. एंड सेकंड है यहाँ पे कार्ट एम्प्टी, कि पूरा का पूरा कार्ट ही हमें एम्प्टी करना है तो वो सारी की सारी यहाँ पे आइटम को ही एम्प्टी कर देगा, सभी के सभी आइटम को रिमूव कर देगा कार्ट से. देन ये है इंडेक्स डॉट पी एच. हमें कोई नई चीज़ ऐड करनी है तो वो हमें ये इंडेक्स डॉट पी एच पी में ले जाएगा ऐड मोर आइटम के
Redirect
लिए,
कर देना.
रीडायरेक्ट कर देगा. देन ये चेकआउट करेंगे तो वो हमें डायरेक्टली चेकआउट डॉट पी एच पी में ले जाएगा. सो ऐड टू कार्ट हम फिर से करेंगे. देन वी आर ऐड मोर आइटम. सो हियर वी आर इंक्रीज द क्वांटिटी. सो थ्री ऐड मोर आइटम. आई वड़ा पाव हमने दो किए, तीन किए. सो ये आ गया. सो हियर देन लास्ट में हम चेकआउट वाले पे आएंगे तो वो हमें चेकआउट वाले पे ले जाएगा, रीडायरेक्ट कर देगा. सो चेकआउट में यहाँ पे चेकआउट किया करूँगा तो ये पूरा का पूरा पेज आ जाएगा. तो यहाँ पे हम सिंपली ये या जो ये फंक्शन था कस्टमर डॉट पी एच पी में जो गेट एड्रेस वो हमने कॉल किया है, वो यूज़र का ईमेल फोन एंड एड्रेस वो हमने फैच किया है कस्टमर का.
Address on which we
सो
will deliver the item.
हाँ, तो यहाँ पे हमने काउंट किए है. तो यहाँ पे फ़ोन ईमेल एंड वो हमने प्रिंट करवा दिया. देन हमने यहाँ पे एक रैंडम नंबर जो ऑर्डर नंबर है वो जनरेट किया है. देन ये पूरी की पूरी जो लिस्ट है वो जो ऑर्डर की डिटेल्स है वो यहाँ पे प्रिंट हो जाएगी जो यहाँ पे हो रही है. देन यहाँ पे हम जब प्लेस ऑर्डर देंगे तो वो प्लेस ऑर्डर में चला जाएगा. देन प्लेस ऑर्डर प्रोसेस ऑर्डर में
Process.
चला जाएगा. तो प्रोसेस ऑर्डर में यहाँ पे तो ये बेसिक कंडीशन चेक करेगा कि कस्टमर लॉग्ड इन या नहीं है. यानी यहाँ पे ऑर्डर कस्टमर ये तो हमने
Object.
उसके ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट किया है. देन यहाँ पे हम यहाँ पे वो जो प्रोसेस ऑर्डर हम यहाँ पे जैसे प्लेस ऑर्डर देंगे तो वो डायरेक्टली हमें इस पेज पे ले जाएगा, तो ऑर्डर सक्सेसफुली एंड योर ऑर्डर नंबर इज दिस, यू एंजॉय योर फूड जोन। सो ये यहाँ पे ये प्रिंट हो रहा है। जो इंसर्ट वाला फंक्शन है जो ऑर्डर में, तो वो यहाँ पे रिडायरेक्ट हो रहा है एंड वो इंसर्ट हो जाएगा जो ऑर्डर की हमने डिटेल्स दी है वो, एंड ये प्रिंट होगा। एंड नाउ मैं आमिर को कहना चाहूँगा, आमिर अब ऑर्डर डॉट पी एच पी
So
समझाएगा।
what we are doing in order.php file is we are adding the item which was ordered by the user in food order table. In this table, what we are doing? So this table contains the item which user want to order. So we are simply initializing the constructor, and then we are taking the details of the items which are sent from the via the form previously sent by the user, and we are setting the values first taken by the user, and then we are creating one query for inserting the into the table. So insert into the entered table means food order table, and we are these are the parameters: name, price, quantity, order rate, order ID taken by the user, and then we are inserting the values. So if the query is executed successfully, then this will return true, and we are adding the items are successfully added into food order and table. So now I will ask Aryaveer to explain the logout.php file.
Okay, so this is the last one, the logout function. Here, once the user clicks on logout, then the user ID and name will be blank, empty, and then session will be destroyed. And the user will be redirected to login page. Here we have put last one location as login.php. So again, login page will come, and the user have to sign in again if he has logged out once. So now I will just show you a simple
Yeah, master.
walkthrough of the website. So Kalp,
सो यहाँ पे हम
first we log in. Okay. We log in with some correct credentials. Then this is the home page. Now we can add.
ये यूज़र ऐड भी हो गया यहाँ पे,
Okay. Amir is
एंड
adding
ये
the table.
फूड लिस्ट है।
Okay.
And these are the foods which we entered.
एंड यहाँ पे
Now we can add to cart with any quantity. Change the quantity, Kalp. It's
ओके,
in your interest. Maybe two, three, four. Anyone. You can see the quantity is also changed and the amount is also increased.
चेकआउट
So when we click checkout, simply we get the bill,
एंड
the address, and the phone and email details, and the total cash amount. And once we order, the order
प्लेस
is successfully placed.
प्लेस ऑर्डर में यहाँ
Now
पे
check
जो हमने
for
ऐड
some
की,
incorrect credential. Sign up page incorrect credential.
Okay.
एंड देन दिस इज द लॉग आउट,
Once we have logged out, we are redirected to the login page.
लॉगिन पेज। सो डन, दिस इज देयर लास्ट प्रोजेक्ट।
This was basically our project, the food ordering website. So
यस,
you may end the meeting. Thank you.
थैंक
Thank
यू।
you.